Okay, moving on to card 2. This time, if you have not already cut your frames or didn't get them already cut, you will need to do that. Hopefully you watched my little opening video on the importance of getting all those pieces out of your dies so that it cuts nicely. Okay, so this card, we could do the yellow or the green the same on both cards. I just swapped it for variety, but if you like one color more than the other, that's fine. We're going to be cutting a piece that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So if you like the golden color, that is on the back of all the different tools and plants. The green one is the back side of these little frames, pictures. So if you don't want to use that up, then you could just do them both gold. There's really nothing green on there to make it necessary. So if you're gonna do them the same, well, either way, I think I'm gonna cut 3 1/4 first, and then 4 1/2. And then you could cut at another 4 1/2 if you want to do them both in the wild wheat. Or if you're like, for me, I think I'm not really probably going to use that one. I might use those. So I'll just cut, of course, here's how I would do it. I would cut along here. Okay, so these are all still intact in case I want to use them. And then I would keep those in their perfect shape here. And then I will cut this one to my 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 piece. So that's how I would do it if I wanted to keep both pieces. And again, I didn't do anything on the inside. So if you wanted to save that to go on the inside of your card, that might be pretty. I may actually do that. I might cut it in half so I can do both cards. Anywho, so this is going to be pretty self-explanatory, or pretty easy. I'll just put together one with you since we already took our little characters out, our little cute animals. Okay, this is something I do want to talk to you about, the thread in this project and in others, the linen thread. I've given you enough for for both cards to have 2 pieces on each. So what you should do is cut it in half once, and then cut it in half again. And then you get your 2 pieces for each card. And that's going to be the same in a card later. It's going to be arranged the same way. Okay? On your little greeting, you can stamp Happy Spring or Hello Friend. This little label piece does not come in these dies. This is... It was actually, gosh, what was it? Greetings of the Season? It was a Christmas one. And I saw whoever I cased this card from, I think had used it or something similar. And so I used it. And I think it's gone now. I think it was available when I planned this class, but I think it's gone. So that's all the stamping you have to do there. And then, we'll put our layers together. This has a really, really thin edge around it. So, you just want to be careful before pressing to make sure you've made that room all the way around. Sometimes I think the tinier edges are easier. Like now when I put this on the card, the bigger edge, it's easier to mess up, as I was doing earlier. Okay, so you can either put it flat or on dimensionals. It looks like I use dimensionals, so we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that. Goodness, I've got string everywhere. Okay, so I'm kind of using all of these things to help me try to eyeball this straight. And you know, you have to let perfection go. I say that, but then you see me trying so hard to get this perfectly. There we go, close enough. Okay, then this little frame, obviously you want to make room to fit both pieces. I believe I used the minis strategically placed here. Okay. So I'm avoiding these holes, obviously, because I don't want my dimensionals to show through. I'm going to put it on either side. I actually think I didn't need to use the minis. Like, I probably could have used the full size ones, but it's okay. I've done this now. I don't know why the minis are so hard to me to peel off. I've seen people do that thing where they stab it with a piercing tool to get them off, but I don't have one near me. Okay, so I'll stick that there. I'm gonna put the big ones on here because I think they'll fit, and that will save me in the peeling department. Please fit. Okay, they do. So just put that evenly, and then I gotta find those little mice I set aside earlier, but now I've put piles of things here and I have no idea where they went. Oh, good, there they are. And yeah, aren't they cute little mice? I don't like mice in real life. They scare me and I don't want them in my house, but this little mouse in the teacup is adorable. Okay, and then our final, well, two final things, our twine and our bling. Yep. So I just line these up, and if they have too much curl in them, because sometimes they're really curly because at their end of the row, tie them. And I pick up a glue dot. I kind of tuck the extra underneath so it's not sticking out. And I attach. Shoot, my daughter is calling right now, but hopefully that's not interrupting the video. Okay, and then we add our bling. Now, you can do it, I did it two different ways. I did 3 in a row of there's really 4 sizes, I think. 1, 2, no, there's only 3. I did 3 in a row of the medium size, but here I scattered them around. So whichever you like, add your bling and enjoy project number 2.